What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got a short but sweet news story in that Mass Effect Legendary Edition may be adding Mass Effect 3's multiplayer to be revealed at EA Play Live. So this comes from the artist normally knows, and I never know how to say his name, so I'm just going to call him Nick. He's got a thing before that. From Xbox Era. He's been right about a few things Xbox in the past, and also monthly PS Plus games before. And he said, just received word that there's a pretty good chance the multiplayer for Mass Effect 3 in Legendary Edition will be revealed/announced at EA Play. Now remember, EA Play is in July. They announced, I believe, July 22nd is when they will be doing EA Play. They're not going to E3, so they're going to go around a month later at their own event, which is, I like that. I like that it's spaced out. So, like I said, short but sweet. What we know so far about the multiplayer is, well, number one, it's not in Legendary Edition, which it's not like they just sprung that on us. We knew to expect that. But they've been pretty, this isn't surprising because they've been pretty positive about the multiplayer from every time they've talked about it, saying, we know, well, one of the reasons I believe is because they said, people are still playing it on the original Mass Effect 3. Now, are you going to upset, the 200 people that are still playing it? I guess maybe that's who you're talking about. And, I'm not discounting them, and those people are obviously very important, and you can't have multiplayer without people playing it. So not to beat them down, but I think it would be pretty popular. I remember playing it back in the day with Mass Effect. Now, I didn't play it much. I remember playing it, 3 to 5 times, matches, and that's it. That's all I played. But I think there is a really big love for it. They've talked very positively about it. They've never talked about it like it's impossible. They've just talked about it how kind of dropped the idea of doing it. Again, they didn't want to really disturb what had already happened. They were focusing on this stuff, and that over time, and I believe I was going to talk about it, but it seemed like a smaller thing. Around a week or so ago when, Legendary Edition came out, they did, I think some of the higher-ups at BioWare said, if people are loud enough or people want it enough, then it'll happen. They'll go. I guess they'll circle back and look at that and look at the multiplayer. Now, one thing I'll say is that I'm not really a fan. To bring in The Last of Us for whatever reason, I guess I'll explain the reason. I loved factions in the first Last of Us. Okay, I adore it. It was so good. I really want Factions 2 or whatever the multiplayer is going to be for The Last of Us Part 2, okay? I really do. I think they're going to do a really good job. I don't think it's going to be what everybody maybe expects or even hopes for. I do think it's going to be kind of big, bold, and should be really fun, all right? I just want to make that clear. But one thing I'm very much every day, literally every day, I get more and more almost annoyed at it. I get that games don't come out of thin air. You can't make a game in a day, things like that. But releasing a multiplayer for the game that it was attached to, a year and a half to 2 years after that game is out, seems pretty darn stupid to me. Just my opinion. Now, because it's been around a year, almost in a few weeks, it's been a full year, if you can believe it, since The Last of Us Part 2 came out. Now, yeah, they did that PS5 patch thing, so it's back in the news now, but they could do a free upgrade edition, bring it up, up to PS5, and they could do that, next year when they release the multiplayer. But doing a multiplayer 2 years after the game comes out, I would say is not really how you market things. And why do I say that? Well, I'm sensing almost the beginning of it for Mass Effect, where it's look, it's almost the exact same thing. I'm all for the multiplayer. While I didn't play it a ton back in the day, I think I would play it now. I absolutely would. So I'm all for it. But to say that you'll think about it after the game is out, so the game's out, people will be playing this for a couple months easily, but if you announce it 2 months after the game is out, and then it doesn't come out till, say, the fall, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say it actually comes out rather early, then I don't know, 6 months after your game comes out, do people care anymore? That's kind of, I don't want to make a negative video. I don't want the video to be negative, because I do want the multiplayer. I will play it. I will support it, all that good stuff, right? Check all those boxes. But I wonder how The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer is going to do when it comes out. Will people even care at that time? Mass Effect, and even I mean, this is a lot smaller. Let's be fair. This would be a lot smaller, just in general. Would people care if it comes out, 4, 5, 6, 7 months after the base game comes out? So I appreciate them at least listening to people. I do think there was a loud enough voice. I don't know if the voice was the main reason why they'll eventually do it. I do think it was part of it. So like, I'm glad that they're listening to feedback. I'm glad they're respecting older things, not just Mass Effect, but now also the multiplayer. All that stuff is great. Why you couldn't have tried to fit that into the base game, I don't know. Because now it's like, well, you're still going to do the work. It'll still be good. It'll probably be a very decent remaster, right? It'll be very respectable, but like, will the audience actually care that you did it? You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that I just kind of wonder about. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think the rumor is right? If so, we have to wait, again, I'd say a little less than 2 months at this point. So let me know, guys, in the comments below. Do you think the rumor is right? If so, we have to wait, I believe, 2 months exactly. Today is May 22nd, so we have to wait till July 22nd to see the multiplayer. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. I do a daily video on this channel, all things news, all things games, movies, stuff like that. I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.